Yes, well, once again we are the Irish people are joined to have a very tough budget, in which it was indeed. Once again, further taxes crippling many people who are already within poverty, which is pretty vigilant in many parts of the harder parts of Dublin, where poverty is very vigilant indeed. Earlier on today, we had the Minister for Finance on, where he was quizzed with some questions from the public in relation to the ferry budget. We have a recording and snippets of that. Earlier on today, the Minister was asked by a 95-year-old lady exactly her concerns or how she could meet these bills, and this was that very moment earlier on today.
Well, Minister, I'm very concerned about the household charge. I'm 95 years of age and I'm only paying a widower's pension. I can't afford to pay that household charge. If I'm forced to pay that, I won't be able to eat, Minister. I honestly will not be able to eat. I'm pinned to my collar here. What are you going to do for me?
Well, in the reality, what happens is we are assigned by law, and we are assigned to the Troika to pay for this bill. We have decided that we will pay for this bill to pay the bondholders. We are only, as the government, picking up what was given to us from before. Now, what happens is the household charge. You are self-assessed to make an assessment of how much that charge is. There will be guidelines in relation to that. If you are finding that you cannot meet this payment, what happens is it gets referred, it gets moved forward, and if you cannot make this charge now, we'll put a 4% interest charge upon that, and when you pass away, we will get that when you are dead. Well, of course, later on we caught up with Senator David Norris, who was very upset about the budget, and here's what David Norris had to say on David Norris. Well, of course, it's absolutely absurd! Absurd! The Irish people cannot be left out in the cold! They are entitled to be within their homes! Asking people to pay who've already paid for homes and worked all their lives is absurd! Absolutely absurd! Well, I also caught up with the President of Ireland, Michael G. Higgins, where I asked him how he felt, considering he was a former member of the Labour Party, and I asked him how he felt about the very same situation. Well, of course, but when I look at it, it's not the first time that the Irish people have found themselves in this situation. What they have done in the past is if they went out to sea in choppy waters, many times fishermen went out and they didn't come back with the same people they went out with. I have every faith that the Irish people will get through this. Well, I also, of course, had to go and ask in tougher parts of the city how they would cope with this current budget. Would they be able to find themselves through it? I was talking to a lady at a mooring to ask her how she felt about it. Maureen.
Well, you know yourself, like I'd find it very difficult. I'd be out on a Saturday trying to sell the lighters £5 for £1 and everything, And my son, he'd be coming home the evening, he used to get to Linden Village and all. They have a few cans and he can't get any water and anything. He'd have to hang himself in chain, put his head down and say, I mean, it's absolutely disgraceful. Find the hard, come on, it's unbelievable. Here, leave it out, Minister, here, leave it out.
Well, here we are anyway. We will tune in next week and see how things develop. Will they pass this disgraceful budget or not? Tune in next week to find out if Budget 2013 enslaving the Irish people will take place.